UFC 329, Conor McGregor versus Max Holloway. Let's get into it. First, main event, we got Conor McNuggets versus Max Holloway. Guys, I think Max Holloway is going to send Conor McGregor back to the yacht. He's going to send him back into his wife's DMs. I don't not think this is going to go well for Conor McGregor. I think he's going to lose all his aura if he has any still. Man, let me tell you something, guys. I wrestled in high school, man. Drinking in season, drinking, the McGregor lifestyle of drinking every day. He was partying for months, years. He hasn't fought in 5 years. I don't think he's gonna do well against Max Holloway, man. I think if he gets out the first round, McGregor's cooked, bro. He's gonna have no gas tank. He's not disciplined. He had a 1 month training camp. I don't even think he was training. This is probably the only month of the year he was training this year. He might have hit the bag a couple times, but he wasn't getting those hard sessions in, like Max Holloway. He's training all year round. He's fighting year round, 3 fights a year. McGregor, man, he's washed up, man. Conor McGregor, man. Let's talk about the path for victory for McGregor, man. I think, man, he's gonna need to hit him with a nice, clean left hook straight on the chin for Max Holloway to get KO'd. First round KO is McGregor's only option. Conor McNuggets, this is also at welterweight, man. So this does favor McGregor, man. He didn't need to cut any weight. Max Holloway was a featherweight like 2 years ago, 1 year ago. Max Holloway was a featherweight. McGregor's been bulking. McGregor's jacked now. We've all seen him on the boat. Jacked as hell. Drinking. But man, I don't see a path to victory for McGregor outside of getting a first round KO. My bad for spelling alcohol bad, but whatever. But Max Holloway, if this gets out the first round, he's gonna piece up McGregor and get I would say a second round KO, third round KO for Max Holloway. Official prediction: Max Holloway second round KO against Conor McGregor. He could wrestle him, he could take him down too if he wants to, but I think he'll keep it on the feet. Even if McGregor does land a hard shot, a hard power punch, maybe he might wobble Holloway a little bit, but guys, Max Holloway is one of the best chins in UFC history, man. I do not see McGregor knocking him out. I think Max Holloway by round 2, KO, official prediction. On to the co-main event. Benoit St Denis versus Paddy Pimblet. Benoit the Marauder versus the hooligan Paddy Pimblet, man. You guys might not know, but I'm a Benoit St Denis fan. He's my favorite fight in the UFC. I've been with him since day one. After the fight before the fight against Ismail Bonfim, or no, during the fight, I was like, damn, this guy's a Marauder, man. This guy's gonna be good, man. I just watched him ever since, man. He's absolute Marauder, the most entertaining fight in the UFC. But anyways, let's get into the fight. We got Benoit versus Paddy, man. As a Benoit fan, this matchup kind of worries me, man. You might be asking, why does he worry you? I think they're both at -105. I think they're 50-50 on the odds, but man, I just see Paddy Pimblet not gonna defend the takedowns, might reverse Benoit, and Benoit in vulnerable positions. I think Benoit might get some knees to the face, man. Those uppercuts, oh my gosh, I see Benoit eating some uppercuts, man. I don't know, man, but I think if Benoit gets his rhythm, he gets his body kick zone going, I think he's gonna wear on Paddy. I think if he gets those body kicks, he'll be able to wear out those arms of Paddy. But also, man, I think Paddy might be able to take him down from those body kicks, bro. So it's a hard matchup, but I think Benoit's the cleaner striker. Actually, I don't know. Benoit has more power, I would say, but Paddy's a little bit cleaner. He stays on the outside. Benoit's gonna put him up against the fence. He's gonna put him in a dog fight. But I think Paddy does good in these fights, man. Man. Man, it's gonna be really tough for me to pick this one, bro, because I'm Benoit's #1 fan, but I might have to go Paddy Pimblet here, man. The knees, the uppercuts down the middle. Benoit does not move his head at all, man. The takedown defense, man. This hurts me to say because I do not like Paddy Pimblet at all, and Benoit's my #1 favorite fighter in UFC, bro. But no, I have to go with Paddy Pimblet here. I think it's the stylistic matchup, man. The stylistic matchup. I think he's just gonna take him down. He might be able to do some damage to him. Benoit has so much scar tissue from his fights with Dos Santos, Dustin Poirier. You know, it's gonna be bad, you know. He got whooped by Poirier, but you know that was a fluke with the staph infection, and he lost to Moicano. It's just the Moicano fight, man. I can't get that out of my head with this one, man. You know, it is the matchups, man. I have to go with Paddy Pimblet, man. I think in round 2 or 3 submission or KO, but I am gonna be rooting for Benoit. He's my favorite fight in the UFC, but official prediction: Paddy Pimblet round 2, 3 KO. You know, by ground and pound. On to the next, the featured fight. Corey Sandhagen versus Mario Bautista, a rematch of their fight like 10 years ago. Corey Sandhagen won that fight by armbar, you know. I think this fight, you know, these guys are two technical maestros, both the same type of fighter, you know, all around versatile, good strikers, but I think Corey Sandhagen is just a little more techie, a little more savvy on the feet, man. He's a little more savvy on the ground. You know, he makes adjustments better, you know. I think Mario Bautista has gotten a lot better, and I think he's very good in this division. But, man, he got a really good win against Vinicius Oliveira. He absolutely schooled Vinicius Oliveira, but I think Corey Sandhagen's too much. I think he's going to... I don't think he's going to piece him up. I don't think it's going to be a masterclass performance. I think he's going to skirt by, you know. I think it's going to be a 29-28 decision. You know, it's a clear decision, but it's close, you know. It's going to be a close but clear decision, you know. You know, Bautista might land some good shots, you know, ooh, you know, you hear the oohs and ahs from the crowd, but I think Corey Sandhagen's going to get some takedowns. He's going to just get a nice performance, man. I think Corey Sandhagen by 29-28, you know, just outdoing Mario Bautista. He's just going to outdo him, you know. If Mario Bautista lands 2 strikes, Corey Sandhagen's going to land 3 strikes. That's the type of fight this fight's going to be, you know. I don't see a finish in this fight, but yeah, we move on. We got Brandon Royval versus Loner Kavanaugh. I'm really excited for this fight, guys. I'm really excited. I think this is going to be a really good fight. We got the crafty vet versus the up-and-coming prospect, Loner Kavanaugh, you know. Brandon Royval, man, he's been in this division for a while. You know, he's been at the top of the division. You know, he's always being these up-and-coming guys. He beat Tatsuro Taira. He beat Kai Kara France back in the day, you know, when he was coming up, you know. These guys are really two really entertaining fighters. You know, Kavanaugh has gotten some good fights. You know, he did get knocked out by Charles. I beat that guy Johnson. I beat that guy one time Johnson. But man, I think Kavanaugh is very good, man. I think, you know, he did beat Moreno on short notice, and Royval also has beaten Moreno once. And man, it's a really tough fight. But I see Brandon Royval beating Loner Kavanaugh. Honestly, man, I think he's gonna outstrike him on the feet, man. You know, he did. Loner Kavanaugh is really short for this division, guys. He's like 5'2", 5'3". No, I think that's why Charles Johnson got the better of him, man. Loner Kavanaugh was exiting with his hands out, or his hands down, and then Charles Johnson with his long reach hit him with a left hook, I'm pretty sure, and KO'd Loner Kavanaugh. But, man, the reach of Brandon Royval is going to really be a really major advantage for Brandon Royval, you know. He's going to outstrike Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh's like a 67-inch reach. Brandon Royval is like a 70-inch reach, man. I think Brandon Royval is going to stay the distance, man. I think he's going to get a 29-28 outlaw. I think it's going to be a good fight. I don't think it's going to be a war, but I think it'll be a clear Brandon Royval win, 29-28. It's going to be a good fight, though. I'm really looking forward to this fight. You know, I think this fight may be a title shot after Cap, you know, or maybe the winner of this will fight Makayev when he comes back, you know. But official prediction 29-28, maybe even a split decision for Brandon Royval. All right, on to the next. We got the brothers. We got the brother Bobby Green. We got the brother Terrance McKinney, man. You know, this is a really good fight too, man. It's gonna be, you know, for however long it lasts, it's gonna be a good fight, man. But to be honest, I see this fight going 2 ways, man. I think Terrance McKinney's either gonna get a 1-minute KO in between 1 minute. We're gonna see Bobby Green, you know, outstrike him to maybe not to this, because Bobby Green does have some power in his hands, man. But I think Bobby Green can also KO Terrance McKinney in the first round. But I think the longer the fight goes, the more it favors Bobby Green. You know, Terrance McKinney really gasses out so hard because he puts everything into his punches, man. You know, this is a hard one, man. But I am going to take Bobby Green on this one, man. I see him outcrafting him, man. I think he's going to land some good punches, man. He's going to outstrike him on the feet. I think Terrance McKinney, he has a lot of power, man. He has a lot of power early, man. You know, he also has that grappling, too, if Terrance McKinney wants to use that. But I think Bobby Green will find that chin. You know, Bobby Green has beaten some really good fighters, man. He's beaten Daniel Zellhuber. He's beat Grant Dawson. You know, both these guys would destroy Terrance McKinney. I do not think Terrance McKinney's that good. You know, he just had a lot of power. You know, he was beating Drew Dober before. You know, he got caught. You know, with the broken hand. You know, Bobby Green and Terrance McKinney have taken a lot of damage in their career, especially Bobby Green, especially against Jalen Turner. You know, that early stoppage against Jalen Turner. You know, just like 30 strikes after he was, you know, unconscious. You know, but man, I see this fight ending in the first round. I got Bobby Green late first round KO with a left hook to the chin or left straight to the chin, putting McKinney out cold. Yeah, Bobby Green round 1 KO at the end of the first round. On to the next. The prelim main event, we got Robert Whittaker in his light heavyweight debut versus Nikita Krylov, man. This is a decent fight. This is a good stepping stone for Robert Whittaker. You know, he was a champion in the middleweight division. Now he's moving up. You know, he lost to Ritter. He lost to, he lost to Drickus. He lost to who else did he lose to? He beat Ikram. But yeah, man, he decided to move up. You know, he had some good fights at middleweight. He beat Costa, Ikram. You know, he's had some good fights with the Ritter, but. You know, he said the weight cut was too much, even though he is kind of a small middleweight, in my opinion. You know, he looked a little bit on the smaller side. Now he's going to go against Nikita Krylov, you know, the striker on the feet. You know, Nikita Krylov did get knocked the hell out by Dominic Reyes, man. That was a brutal knockout. I was not expecting that. Nikita Krylov. And man, I was actually really high on Nikita Krylov, man. He was doing really good in the division. You know, he was outstriking guys. You know, he was winning some fights, you know. He beat a couple guys, you know, to move the rankings, you know. I remember after UFC 280, he beat Volkan Ozdemir, you know. He beat Ryan Spann, you know. But then, you know, he lost a couple fights, you know, got KO'd. I think Robert Whittaker's going to win this one, man. I don't know if he'll KO him, man, because Robert Whittaker never really... He had a little bit of power, but at 205, man, it's different, man. It's a real grown man division, you know. Nikita Krylov's a big dude. I don't know if he'll KO him, but I think he'll get a decision here. I think 30-27 decision. You know, I think Robert Whittaker will drop Nikita Krylov, and I think he's gonna get a dominant performance in his debut at light heavyweight. So I'm taking 30-27 Robert Whittaker. On to the next. We got the debut of Gable Stevenson versus an absolute nobody. I'm just kidding. We got Elijah Ellison, man. He was a light heavyweight back in the day. You know, he's a really small heavyweight. You know, I'm a former wrestler myself, and I think Gable Stevenson's going to absolutely destroy him in the first round by KO, ground and pound KO, you know. So it's a little stepping stone, you know, like Bo Nickel. He's going to get the Bo Nickel treatment, you know, the Olympic gold medalist. I think Gable's going to destroy him on this one. I think he's going to, you know, try to strike on the feet a little bit, try to fake, and then instantly get a takedown. You know, I think it's going to be a slam takedown and straight into full mount, and then you just start pounding on him. You know, he's going to pound Elijah Ellison. And then, yeah, he's going to win by first round KO. You know, he's probably going to get step up, probably like a Alexander Romanov, you know, Marcin Tybura, something like that next. All right, on to the next fight. We got Cody Garbrandt versus Adrian Yanez. This is gonna be a good fight, guys. It's gonna be a KO too. This reminds me a lot of the Bobby Green fight. You know, two guys, you know, in the division that like to scrap, like to box. But man, this is kind of a hard fight, man, because you know Cody Garbrandt's the former champion. You know, Adrian Yanez is a guy that, you know, he's been there. He's got some good wins, but he got knocked out by Rob Font. He's lost to, you know, a few other dudes in this division, man. But man, if we're looking at it, man, Cody Garbrandt's loss are not that bad, man. They're really not. You know, he lost to Randy Barcelos. You know, Barcelos beats Payne Talbot. He's beaten a lot of good fighters in that division. You know, now Randy Barcelos in the ranking. You know, this is a striking only matchup, man. You know, people forget, man. Cody Garbrandt, you know, when he's on the feet, he's good, bro. Davison Figueiredo, you know, submitted him. He took him down. Cody Garbrandt was actually winning that fight until he got taken down in the second round. You know, he was piecing up Davison Figueiredo. Yanez, you know, he's good on the feet too, but he's also gotten KO'd by Rob Font on the feet. You know, old man Font. He's lost a couple fights to other dudes in the division. I think Cody Garbrandt's gonna win this one, man. I think it's gonna win by KO. Cody Garbrandt can also get takedowns too in this fight. Don't forget, man. He can get some takedowns too, man. He took down I forgot that one dude's name on UFC 285, John Jones or Shield Gone. He uses takedowns a lot in that fight. I forgot his name. It was like Trayshawn something. I forgot. But he was using takedowns a lot. He's probably He's probably gonna emote on Adrian Yanez. He's gonna do his little Irish jig on Adrian Yanez. I think it's gonna be a close fight, but I think Cody Garbrandt's either gonna win by third round KO or a decision. Alright, on to the next. We got the Basharat, bro. The better Basharat, bro. Free Basharat, still undefeated versus Ethan Ewing. The up-and-coming prospect, He stopped Malcolm Wellmaker's hype train, Everyone was on him now. No one's talking about him, man. We got free Basharat. Guys, it's a good fight. Two good prospects in the bantamweight division, man. But, man, it's going to be sad to pick this, but I'm taking Basharat, bro. I'm taking the Basharat, bro. I think Basharat's a little too techy for him. I think he's gonna get some takedowns here and there. I think Ethan's gonna be like, he's gonna get crowd pops like oohs and ahs, and then he's just gonna take him down. That type of fight. You know what I mean, guys? I think Basharat's gonna take. I don't think it's gonna be Ethan Ewing to beat the Basharat, bro. Even though Ewing is very good, but I think Basharat, bro, is a little too technical. He's a little too Dagestani. Dagestani French looking dude. I think Basharat's gonna win this one, man. I think he's gonna get a close 29-28 decision. I think he's gonna stink it up, like he always does. I don't think he's gonna lose this fight, guys. But I think Basharat's gonna stay undefeated and beat Ewing by a 29-28 decision. On to the next. Last fight, we got Tracy Cortez versus Wayne Cong. People forget, man. Before Wayne Cong lost to Baby Shark, she got really popular, man. People were on her hype train because she dressed up as the Joker, in the UFC weigh-ins. She was putting on that whole persona, and then she got that KO, and then she was doing good. She won a few fights in the UFC, and then she lost to Baby Shark, and then she's still good. She still has a lot of power, but I think Tracy Cortez. People forget, man. She did lose to Rose Namajunas, but Tracy Cortez still has some good wrestling. I think Tracy Cortez, even though she is kind of a influencer girl, she's not a real fighter in my opinion. Wayne Cong, I'm pretty sure isn't the best. She's not really the best grappler. Actually, what, man? I might switch my pick, man. I might take Wayne Cong, bro. I might take Wayne Cong. I'm taking Wayne Cong, man. Tracy Cortez is not about that lifestyle. She's like Conor McGregor of the females, but she's like less popular. I'm taking Wayne Cong by KO. She's more disciplined. She's strong in this division. She look at her muscles. She got some bicep veins. I'm taking Wayne Cong right here, man. And to be honest, I'll do it for the video, guys. If you like it, please subscribe. Please like. Tell me predictions. Who do you guys think is gonna win? Benoit St Denis or Paddy Pimblet, McGregor or Holloway? Leave it in the comments, guys. Thank you.